You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. There's an NCR emergency two-way radio. You call, and we'll come running. You're not alone out here. The NCR has your back. Stay safe and good hunting.
Hold up there. This area is locked down by the NCR military until we can dislodge some Legion snakes from Nelson. Hell, what ain't the trouble with the Legion? This time, they jumped the camp in Nelson while the troopers were setting up. Captured a bunch of gear and took the town. Couple of troopers, too. Got them crucified down near the center of town. Maybe. I'd like to know who I'm dealing with first. Oh, heck. I've heard of you. Supposed to be a regular hero or something, ain't that right? But maybe you're a little too reputable to get involved in some dirty work for the Republic. Dishonorable. That's a good one. Okay, then, you could just turn around and head back toward Novak or wherever it is you came from. I wouldn't want you to get any dirt under your fingernails or tarnish your good name or whatever the heck you're so worried about. If you want to do some good, head up to Camp Forlorn Hope. I'll mark it on your map for you. Hello? Howdy. What's the word? I sent you packing last time for a reason. Why should I let you in now? Nice speech. Take a hike.
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors. The way I heard it, the Brotherhood of Steel ran the place before the NCR took it away from them. I'm not sure who started shooting first. But when it was over, the Brotherhood, with all their fancy armor and weapons, was on the run. Nobody's heard from them since. Sure thing. Let me have a look. Happy to do it. Thanks. Take care now.
NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. In addition, Prim formally sworn a new sheriff today. RNV reporters were on hand to hear the new sheriff address the crowd.
People of Prim, the NCR wishes to inform you that you are under their jurisdiction now. And from now on, you're going to be living by our rules.
Today's headlines were brought to you by Prim. Prim, the other New Vegas. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
I'm afraid you're not gonna find much help here. We've got our hands full as it is. I'm afraid you're not gonna find much help here. We've got our hands full as it is.
Better move along. There's not much for you here. Better move along. There's not much for you here. I'm glad to see you here. We could definitely use your help. I can spare a few moments. Make it quick. Not good. We still haven't gotten any support from the rest of the NCR, and the Legion is kicking our ass right now. It's no picnic, I'll tell you that much. My troops are out here every day dying for the NCR, but they've left us out to dry. We have no men or supplies, and we're stretched too thin trying to guard the entire river. If the brass back home could get their heads out of their asses long enough to send support, we could turn this all around. Make it quick. I've got the Legion at Nelson breathing down my neck and not enough men or supplies to get this camp into fighting shape so we can strike back. I need someone to talk to a few of the officers and help them resolve some of the problems around here. If I can get this place in order, then I can focus our efforts on taking back Nelson from the Legion. And the more that gets done around here, the more resources I'll be able to put into assaulting Nelson. Good. Let's not waste time then. Our biggest problems right now are supplies and troops, and the Legion is draining us both. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me non-stop about the lack of supplies. But unfortunately, we aren't getting a resupply anytime soon. I want you to speak with him and see if there's anything you can do for him. Hello?
Nice to see a friendly face around here. We don't get many visitors of your esteem. Something I can do for you? Not good. If we don't get more supplies, we're gonna have to start using dirt for food and sticks and rocks for weapons. Hey, how'd you like to do something for me? I want you to collect NCR dog tags from our fallen troopers. That way I can keep track of who's gone and how to reallocate our supplies. It's easy. Just bring back any NCR dog tags you find, and I'll try to make it worth your while. If you're looking for supplies, I'll make this easy for you. There aren't any. But something tells me you're not here for that. What do you want? So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get. The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found. I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I'd try searching the main road or checking with the men at Helios 1 to see if they know anything. We really need those supplies, so don't take your sweet time finding them.
This is a restricted area. State your business. Yeah, they were here a while ago. Gave them all I could, which wasn't much. But as many problems as we're having here, I know they've got it worse. I've seen soldiers get assigned there. It's like they got told they were gonna die. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. If you're trying to track them down, we put a GPS marker in the supply crate. You can track it with your Pip-Boy. Good luck. There should, but we're not getting much power out of it, so none of our enemies have big interest in it either. Not like Hoover Dam, anyway. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east to the dam like everybody else. Caesar's Legion sends skirmishers every so often, prodding for weaknesses mostly. The reality is, if they really wanted it, we'd all be dead. Damned if I know. Put up a hell of a fight, though. We had them outnumbered, I don't know, 20 to 1 maybe? They held out as long as they could, lost most of their force before they retreated. Gave us a little parting gift, too. They had some of the plant running, but they shut it all down. Enabled an old security system, too, to keep us away from the controls. Jerk-offs. Later.
enough? Come on! I'm hit!
I still don't have any supplies to spare. Is there something else I can help you with? I take it my men weren't dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. I want to know about this. Thanks again for finding those supplies. I've already started putting them to good use. Good work. If you find any more, you know where to find me. Uh-huh.
Better move along. There's not much for you here. We're kind of busy around here for social calls, so if you're not here to help out, just stay out of my way. I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line.
Hello.
I didn't expect to see you here. What can I do for you? With business booming like it is, and considering I'm the only person with medical experience in the camp, I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience? Excellent. As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them. Hello? Hey. Unless it's urgent, you're going to have to wait. If it's gravely important, save me the trouble and empty your pockets now. Until we meet again.
What can I do for you? Yeah, and I need sterile medical supplies. But let's see what I have with me. Pleasure doing business with you. Bye.
Hello.
Morning. I've got a lot to do. Make it quick. Thanks for your help. I'll take it from here. I'll send Major Polotli word about the situation here. Back already? What do you need? I heard from Dr. Richards. I'm glad you were at least some use to him. With the help you've given us, we're doing a little bit better, but we still have the Legion forces at Nelson to deal with. If we can retake Nelson, that will be a huge help to our efforts in this area and give us an advantage at Hoover Dam. Not really, but we don't have much choice. If you help out more around camp, I could spare some additional men for the battle. Reports have the Legion forces at Nelson sizable, but not insurmountable. Excellent. Killing the Legion commanders in Nelson will severely cripple the Legion forces and allow us to take back the city. Meet up with Sergeant Cooper just outside Nelson. He will assist you in reclaiming Nelson.
If you're heading out, be careful. There's been lots of Legion raiding parties around lately.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. Morning.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now. It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those Blue Star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on. Fine. Just do me a favor. If you find more of those things and plan on keeping them, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed more than a few people to collect as many of those caps as he can, and your ignorance as to what they are won't protect you.
Hello. Hey. I've heard of you. Glad to have you on our side. We don't have many troops, so we can only attack from one direction. Where should we focus the attack? North it is. Reports also say they might have some NCR hostages. If that's true, we need to do what we can to save them, so stay sharp. Our main target is the Legion leader at Nelson. Intel has the commander as one Dead Sea. I've uploaded his last known location to your Pip-Boy. Let's move out!
Those Legion bastards aren't going to know what hit them.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
like that?
Like that?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. We won't go quietly. Legion can count on that.
Hello?
If I have to pull another double shift again, I'm gonna collapse from exhaustion.
Back already? What do you need? The initial reports have come back already. Excellent work. This will buy us a lot of breathing room to get back on our feet here. Now we can actually try to strengthen our forces along the river and prepare for the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam. You have my thanks. We owe you a lot. Watch yourself out there.
So, I heard you helped take over Nelson from the Legion. Glad to see someone making a difference around here instead of just complaining. Good work. If you find any more, you know where to find me. Uh-huh.
Welcome back. Can I get you anything? Sure thing. Have a look.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? I've got news for you. Citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the strip in droves.
Come back soon now.
Wave of terror caused by a band of raiders.
What is it? Why would I want to let you do that? I'm glad we sorted this out. I ask myself the same question all the time. But energy is hard to come by around here. Gives you more control over this area than troops ever could. Hell, if we lose the dam to the Legion, this little plant may be our last stand. Later. What is it? There should. Why would I want to let you do that? This is NCR property, and we have guns. So you can only do as we please here, and it would please us if you got the hell off our lawn. Why would I want to let you do that? Sorry, no civilians inside. I can't start making exceptions now. Best you can do is talk to someone at the station where your brother enlisted. Later. Stay where you are. You're not allowed in there. This is your only warning.
Evening.
I hear you defeated the Legion forces at Nelson. I'm impressed and thankful. It'll make my job around here much easier. Men have waged war on each other for countless centuries. Now is no different. People fight and die for what they believe in. I'm just here to patch them up so they can go on their merry way. Do no harm in all that. I'm doing the best I can considering the poor situation I find myself in. There's barely enough equipment or medicine to handle the number of injuries we have. To make things worse, I think someone might be stealing my supplies. The simple fact that I no longer have as many supplies as I should. I've been careful with them and I should have more than what remains. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go searching for the missing supplies since I have my hands full with injured soldiers. That would definitely be appreciated. You might want to ask around and keep an eye out for anything suspicious. I've got a lot to do. Make it quick. So you found out what's happening with the supplies? What would you like to know? I remember coming in one morning and noticing my supplies were lower than they should have been. I thought it might have been a mistake, but another morning I noticed the same thing. The camp is pretty dead at night, especially at 0200 hours when the guard shift changes. That'd be a good place to start looking. I store a variety of drugs here, but it looks like my supply of Hydra is diminishing rather quickly. Locked in a cabinet here in the medical tent. I'm around most of the time, but I can't keep a constant watch on them. Okay then, what would you like to talk about? Until we meet again.
Oh, what are you doing here? Look, it's not what you think. I can explain everything if you'll just hear me out. Have you looked around? Have you seen what's going on here? What we're going through? This place is hell. I've seen all my friends butchered by the Legion in front of my very eyes. I can still hear their screams at night. All I wanted was a little escape, so I took some drugs to help me do that. Is that so bad? I never thought about that. But look, I needed this. I needed to escape for just a little while. I needed this. So what happens now? Haven't you heard anything I've said? Don't you understand? Hey, maybe I can change your mind. I still have some drugs left over. They're all yours if you let me go. Here you go. Thanks. I owe you big time.
Hello? I've got a lot to do. Make it quick. So you found out what's happening with the supplies? Is that so? I'll have to talk to Major Polotli about this right away. Until we meet again. Hey.
You looking to buy some supplies? Can do. Another satisfied customer.
Heard it was you brought the law back to Prim, youngster. Hats off to you.
It's just about time to get you some news.
Yep. I got more ammunition now that the NCR keeps supplies flowing in. On the other hand, I'm paying them NCR taxes, so now you've got to as well.
The Legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The Legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain.
Later.
One more story for you.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope.
Background? Just my luck. What'll it be this time? Take a look. Fine then.
We can defend it this time.
If it weren't for the water caravans, Novak would have turned to dust a long time ago.
What is it? Why would I want to let you do that? No need. We already have an expert hard at work on it. Then again, our expert is an idiot. Hell, he might as well be a saboteur. I guess you couldn't do any worse. Have him fill you in on the details. He's in the back of the building. You'll know him when you see him. Keeps his sunglasses on all the time, even when he's sleeping. Later. That scientist we hired has got to be the dumbest asshole I've ever come across. If the Legion breaks through our defenses, I got one bullet I'm saving just for me.
The Legion's coming for us. Just a matter of time, believe you me.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they? Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here. What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good. Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be? No, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just don't know what effect it's going to have. Over there controls power in this building. That station has readouts on the computer network. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more every day. It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said, look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard. Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying? There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you? Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran. Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on. Here, you'll want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist? I see. Then you must have some special business here for them to have let you through. Interesting. Forgive me for prying, but I'm curious. Are you with a particular group? Then for everyone's sake, I hope you serve a worthy master. Are you a maker of war or peace? Ah, but there's no avoiding it. You can only outrun the choice for so long. Take now, for instance. You're inside a facility with lost technology, some of it very dangerous. Unless you turn and leave right now, you'll be very much involved in the lives of people you've never seen or met. I don't entirely know. Our records on the company that built this place suggest that their dealings were not only in energy, but also in weapons. And I've seen equipment here marked with symbols used by the pre-war military. Targeting computers, shock sensors. A code word comes up repeatedly in the papers I've looked through here. Archimedes. Yes, and the technology they have in this facility is like nothing I've seen. Some of it reminds me of Enclave equipment, but more advanced. A weapon based upon it would be catastrophic, no matter who claimed it. It's no wonder the Brotherhood wouldn't give it up. They weren't here for me to ask, but I doubt they were here for electricity. When the NCR first came here, it was under Brotherhood control. They usually steered clear of one another, but something here changed their minds. The Brotherhood's interest in pre-war technology has always been in weapons. It's likely they were trying to reclaim Archimedes when the NCR arrived. I was sent here when we saw that the NCR had taken it. We have no record of the facility, but its original builders were cause for concern. I'm to determine the threat level of this place and do everything in my power to prevent the revival of any dangerous pre-war technology. The NCR let me stay because they are desperate for answers about this place, but I've kept them in the dark. Not yet. By some miracle, they've hired an imbecile to try and decipher the systems here. He spent months working at one console trying to get the solar reflectors to track the sun. What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom system. I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, it's only a matter of time. Humanity lost many things after the war. Methods of agriculture, techniques for survival. We took it upon ourselves to piece together this knowledge and bring it back to them. Other things weren't lost, but were blocked from our collective memory. Knowledge of what we're capable of and how things spiral out of control. It's in our nature to want to forget truths that keep us awake at night. And for that reason, it's all the more important that the followers walk the ways to remind people of them. We're scattered mostly. We go where we're needed. Our largest presence is in Freeside, at Old Mormon Fort. Other than that, I know Dr. Usanagi set up a practice near the Crimson Caravan, and a man we trained is operating out of the Aerotech building. Another man, Tom Anderson, was looking into water supply problems in Westside, but that was a while ago. We did for a time, but our goals differ. The NCR only cares to expand their wealth and their reach. For us, territory boundaries mean nothing, and prosperity has to be for everyone, not just citizens of the NCR. So parting was inevitable. While the NCR pushes east, we clean up the mess they leave behind, try to provide some stability. Then I would say do it. As long as the power of this plant is committed to the regional grid and not to a weapon, we are safe. If you're the one to restore output, then you can route the power where you choose, and they'll never be the wiser. I can't get you past the security in the tower, but I can be of some help. I've discovered a password for one of the mirror control terminals outside. You'll need it. Oh, the NCR has their own designs for it, no doubt, but resist the urge to send it only to the thriving communities. The need for power is great everywhere. Distributing it evenly is the most rational and humane choice. I'm a man of letters. I'd be torn to pieces by the security system they have in that tower. I'd never reach the mainframe. But eventually, the NCR will. Or if not them, Caesar's Legion. They will use this place for war. Because the possibility exists you might do anything else, you're the only choice I have. Goodbye.
Scanning for hostile. Do not be alarmed. Order will be restored soon. Please stand by. Please step into the open and identify yourself. This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol. This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol. Scanning for hostiles. Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated. Scanning for hostiles. Warning, hostiles in area. Engaging hostile.
laser systems will automatically initiate test fire upon completion.
What have you done? Get away from me.
What the fuck, man? Are you loco? You just killed my paycheck. Howdy.
Welcome back. Can I get you anything? Sure thing. Have a look. Come back soon now.